OdeeLoccSportsInfo here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel, because y'all know OdeeLoc keeps it real. Yeah, y'all, so I've been debating with the Earl Spence Jr. fanboys, right? The Texas Roadrunner fanboys, right? And they are literally trying to tell me that Earl Spence Jr. got a higher guarantee, right, on regular TV than Crawford. And I mean regular Fox, regular Showtime, and regular ESPN, right? Now, I want you guys to look on the screen right now. Now, when Earl Spence Jr. took on Lamont Peterson, he only made $1.2 million versus Lamont Peterson. And what was that fight on? Regular Fox, right? It wasn't a pay-per-view fight. It was on regular Fox. Regular. Not pay-per-view. I mean, come on, y'all. It's hard for these guys to understand the difference between regular and pay-per-view. For real. Now, look when Earl Spence Jr., when he fought Ocampo on regular Fox. He made $1.2 million on regular Fox against Ocampo, right? Who's a nobody, who nobody knew. He made the same thing against Peterson, right? He made the same thing. $1.2 million on regular Fox, not pay-per-view, because you guys keep on saying pay-per-view. I didn't say pay-per-view. I said regular television or cable, right? So he made 1.2 versus Lamont Peterson, 1.2 versus Ocampo. It's right here on the screen. You can look it up for yourself. Now, when Crawford took on Benavidez on regular ESPN, he made $3.625 million. So that's 3 times as much as Earl Spence made versus Ocampo, right? That's 3 times as much as Earl Spence made versus Lamont Peterson on regular or cable, right? Regular. That means Fox, ESPN, Showtime, not pay-per-view. It's like it's hard for these guys to, to tell the difference or something. I mean, come on. Pay-per-view is pay-per-view. Regular is regular. Fox, Showtime, ESPN, you can look at those on TV. You don't have to pay for it, right? And unless you're paying your cable bill, right? But you don't have to come out the pockets with $75 to look at a fight. Now, when he took on Mean Machine, Crawford made what? $4 million, right? So the 2 fights that Earl Spence Jr. did on regular Fox made $2.4 million, right? He made $2.4 million off the 2 fights on regular Fox. Meanwhile, Crawford made $7.625 million for 2 fights on regular ESPN. Now, who is getting paid more money for fighting on regular television? Earl Spence or Crawford? The writing is on the wall. It's obvious that Crawford is getting paid 3 times as much as this guy on regular television, right? So this is why they have to keep Earl Spence Jr. on pay-per-view to keep his paydays over $1.2 million. Because if he don't fight on pay-per-view, he's not going to get over $1.2 million. That's a fact. Come on, y'all. Wake up. Wake up. I'm gone.